Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 698, and we are live in Southwest Florida at the beautiful Gulf of Mexico. Hopefully you can join me live and enjoy the sound of the waves with me and all the beautiful colors. If you enjoy the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello, because I get notified from all of those comments throughout the day as well. Hi Grace, good morning. Hi Joe, good morning. Hi Sandshell. Hi Val. Hi Lisa. You have to excuse me, my eyes are burning and watering. I don't even have makeup on today because my eyes are not agreeing with anything. Hi Lily, and it's making it difficult to read the comments, but I'm going to do my best. Hi Thea and Christine and Lisa, Mindy, Marsha. Hi Donna. Hi Edna. Hi Judy. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hi Wendy. Sandshell, it's hay fever time. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I should have tried Benadryl last night. I won't take it during the day. I've got too much work to do, but yeah, maybe it's allergies. Good point. Maybe I'll see if I can find some daytime allergy medicine and see if it helps. I made it home okay. I survived. I'm here. It didn't get too wet on my ride home. Hi, Chantel. Wow, it's harder to read than I thought out here. I'm only sniffing because my eyes are watering so much. Hi, Karen. Hi, Rita. Hi, Carrie. Got lots to tell you about today. Claritin, that's what I'll look for. I'll run to the store and get some Claritin today. Thank you, Lily. That would be nice. It would be very nice to, Allegra is good for allergies too. Okay, thank you. Yes, I will go to the drugstore and look for some sort of daytime allergy, because this is 2 days in a row now. My eyes are just acting very naughty. Hi, Vera. Good morning. So I've got so many projects sitting in front of me. I can't even believe it. So, I've talked to you before about the fact that I've been a designer for many, many, many years. And, it always, when I think about how far I've come and I think about how much I've improved over the years, I think of that Maya Angelou quote, when you do your best and when you know better, you do better, right? Well, the Santa Bala shawl is a shawl that I designed several years ago, and I wasn't very good at making charts at that point, and the charts required for this shawl were very complicated and I couldn't do them. I also did not have editors helping me back then, and the pattern was a hot mess. And I didn't even realize it until I went to Better You Do Better. So I've spent many, many hours in the last couple of weeks rewriting the pattern with stitch counts at the end of each row, lots of detailed charts, and it is now a PDF pattern in my crochet pattern shop for $1.99, including lots more information than it ever did before. And I also worked many, many hours working on a video tutorial series, a 4-part series that will start this morning at 10 a.m. right after the podcast. Hopefully I get home in time. I did not think about that, but anyway, I will jump into live chat to watch the premieres with you as soon as possible. Most likely I'll be home in time. And so I wanted to tell you a couple things about the Santa Bala shawl. It is a very generous sized shawl that is made with 2 balls of Be So Sporty yarn. I used 4 colors in this one, so obviously you would need 4 balls if you were going to do it just like that, but then you'd have enough yarn to make 2 of them. This is with Tropical Hot Coral, $1 Million Red, Caribbean Turquoise, and Sun-Kissed Yellow. But in the video tutorial series, I did it in 1 color, and I did it in 1 color with Be So Sporty Bling yarn. So you can see how gorgeous it looks in 1 color too. So don't be limited to just doing it in stripes. You could do it in 1 color as well. And the other really cool thing would be to alternate between Sporty and Sporty Bling. This is Sporty Bling. I think you can see the stitch pattern a little more accentuated in the solid color one, but it doesn't really matter how you do it. Any amount of color would be so pretty. And mixing and matching colors or mixing and matching bling with no bling, I think there's lots of possibilities here. So as you can see, it is a wide triangle shape. This is a smaller version, obviously, and I'll open this one up in a minute, but I wanted to show you that there are other ways to wear it. I'm wearing it like a poncho this morning. So what I've done is added a butterfly clip here. The center triangle ends up being over this wrist here, and I tied it down here, which is not necessary, but I thought it was a nice way to, I don't know, tighten it up and have it more poncho-like, but you could definitely leave that open as well. Now you turn it this way, and you've got a cape. In fact, if you wanted to lace this up, then you've got a traditional poncho as well. And then I'll open it up. Now, before I show you the full shawl, remember, we can always wear this as a scarf or a cowl in the winter time too. Look at how beautifully that lace frames the face. This is super awesome too. So you could wear it as a scarf like that, or you could tie or pin these here and wear it more of a cowl, also gorgeous. And then I will stand up and show you the full size of the shawl. So you can see it's a really generously sized shawl, and if you were doing it in one color, it's only 2 balls of Be So Sporty yarn, 650 yards. You could also 1 ball of Be So Fine yarn. It would be thinner, right? It would be a different look, and but you could definitely do it in the thinner yarn as well. So colors here, put this back on as a clip to do a poncho. I think this is really fun to wear here this morning over, you know, I just got a bodysuit on and shorts, and all of a sudden I'm definitely more put together with a shawl wrapped around like a poncho. I'll stand up so you can see this look too. I think this is super cute. Super cute, right? And then just a quick reminder, the video tutorial series, 4-part series that will start here on my YouTube channel starting at 10 a.m. this morning, 30 minutes after the podcast ends. It's a 4-part series, and each one will premiere 15 minutes after the previous one. So it'll be 10 a.m., 10:15, 10:30, and 10:45. It was originally a pattern on my website that I have completely reworked and redone and added lots of charts, and it's now a PDF download pattern in my pattern shop. And here it is in one color. This is Be So Sporty Silver Bling yarn in colorway Caribbean turquoise. So really interesting how similar and different it is. I know Judy's amazing for the links. Thank you so much. I know everybody appreciates getting the links in real time. Interesting the similarities and differences in one color to with stripes, right? All right, so if you want to join me for the video premiere for those videos this morning, you can. If you want to download the pattern with all the charts, you can. Also, I have 2 other patterns that were released yesterday. I have the, oh my gosh, am I going to forget the names again? Okay, the new Knit Cowl is called Nadia. I've forgotten the name of the crochet one. Can somebody help me out? So here is the new Knit Cowl. How beautiful is that stitch pattern, right? This is also Be So Sporty Bling, which means you could make it in Be So Sporty if you didn't want the bling as well. You've got lots of colors to choose from. This is Mermaid 06 in Be So Sporty Bling, and this is the Nadia Knit Cowl. It's a 1-ball project. Both of the cowls I'm going to show you this morning are 1-ball projects. So that would be 1 ball in Be So Sporty or 1 ball in Be So Sporty Bling. And they are very generously sized for 1-ball projects. The Rena, that's right, thank you. So this is the knit one. It's about 26 inches circumference by 13 inches tall, so really generous size, which I'm really happy to do with one ball projects. Sometimes you're limited with one ball projects. And then here is the crochet one. This is the Rinna. And Judy's posted links to both of these patterns. This one is around the same size as the This one is actually 28 inches circumference by 14 inches tall, but really just, I'm not doing them justice putting them on over this. Let me take this off. I'll put the other one back on too. So not only are they generously sized, but with the lace one, we've got that beautiful edging too, so you can lay it out like that. Isn't that beautiful? And then all that volume from the length to height of it, and because the yarn's so drapey, it just drapes so beautifully around the neck. So that's the crochet one, the Rinna crochet lace. This one has charts. And then the knit one, and I'll be doing a video tutorial for both of them, but they are not done yet. The patterns have just been released. And this is the Nadia, also has incredible drape and that beautiful texture. Just, I don't know if it reminds me of butterflies or starfish. Somebody said cat whiskers yesterday, but it is such a beautiful texture. And again, that's Be So Sporty Bling Gold in Mermaid 06. And then this is Be So Sporty Gold Bling in Lavender. Does anybody have any questions? It's a lot of new patterns for one day. And and they didn't take, I made both of those cowl patterns in 24 hours. So they are both pretty quick to work up. The knit one obviously took a little bit longer. The knit one took most of that day. And the crochet one I actually made in about 3 hours. Not that I'm saying that I'm guaranteeing that you can make it in 3 hours as well, but I am going to say that it works up very quickly. I know I'm fast, but these are quick gifts. In 24 hours, I made both cowls and wrote both patterns. So they're only one ball projects though. It's 325 yards. Yes, Elizabeth, I'm excited to show you the technique on the knit stitch too. It's really simple. It's not nearly as complicated as it looks. It is much more simple, and these are great holiday gifts, last minute gifts, or gifts to just have on hand. You can't wear a cowl, right? A cowl's good for anybody. They don't need to be sized. They look good on everybody. They're functional. They keep people warm, and with a little bit of bling in there, they are a gorgeous accessory. Kind of like wearing a warm and cozy necklace, right? It's a dual purpose necklace when you wear a cowl. That's the way I look at it anyway. All right, anybody have any other questions? I've got one more thing to show you too, but we'll wait a second. So I know I've already said a lot. So much for my hair today. It got hot on my bike ride. Oh well. I need to wear my hair in braids when I come to the beach. It's silly to do my hair in the morning and then ride my bike here. I can barely see. This is crazy. All right. Let's see if there's any questions. And if I missed your questions, feel welcome to repeat them. If your questions don't get answered in the live stream, please feel welcome to come back and leave your questions in the recorded version. I get notified of those comments. Or if you want more instant, or not instant, but if you want more detailed help, you can always know the beads on here are not the yarn ball beads. The yarn ball beads would have been a better choice. Again, when you know better, you do better, right? So way back when I made this, these are much larger beads on here. And the problem with these is, look at, here's an example. Every time I pick it up and set it down, they get tangled in the lace of the pattern. Look at, I no sooner pulled one out and another one got pulled in. So these big beads ended up being very impractical for this shawl. If I were to redo this with beads, I would add a different bead, a much lighter bead for sure. You end up having to fuss with it constantly So I would not recommend doing the giant beads like this. I would do a much smaller bead. Look at, every time I set it down, another, oh, here goes, another one just did it again. Like it's almost like a joke. Crystal beads would be amazing. The little yarn ball beads would be fine. But look at, I already got another one. So let's just stop focusing on it, because if I do, we'll just sit here and pull them out the whole time. So I do not recommend doing large beads like that. I don't know if it's the weight or the size, but I mean, we'll just sit here and do it all day. The yarn balls would be adorable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have those available in my shop. But crystals look good on anything, right? So crystal beads would be amazing. The little yarn ball beads would probably be fine, but they may or may not do this as well. They're much lighter, so they probably wouldn't do this. But these are a little heavier, and like I said, I would never do these again. So, oh, I have large hole pearls. Those would be pretty too, Judy. Yes, especially if you're doing a solid color. I think that would be really pretty too. Okay. Yes, Martina, it would be fine. The thing you'll have to keep in mind is you'll have to pay attention to how your gauge is affected when you go with Be So Fine yarn instead. You may need to start the edging a little sooner, or you may have yarn to make another row or two before starting the edging, but you're going to have to be mindful of how Shawl is progressing towards the end. You may not end up doing the edging row on the same exact row that I did. When you're changing yarn, obviously you can always substitute yarn, you can always switch from Sporty to Fine to get a different look, but it does not mean that the yardage or the gauge will be exactly the same, so you'll have to be mindful of what it's looking like when you get to the end to make sure that you adjust where you start the edging so you don't run out of yarn. Hopefully that made sense. It could go in one direction or the other. You could end up doing less rows or more rows, but you just want to be mindful of that. Might have extra, might not. Great questions though. I've made progress on my crochet cardigan, and I'm going to try it on for you this morning so you can see what it's looking like. I'm debating where I'm going to finalize length. Oh, sorry. Oh, I should show you the beach this morning too. Let's turn the camera around so you can see the beach. Here's the beach to the north of us, and behind us. Here's the beach to the south of us, and the west again. The west is the right spot. Sandshell working on a cardigan and just below the armpits. That's great. I've made it quite a bit further than that. I have, look at how long this is. Like, I could totally finish here if I wanted to. So I'm going to try it on for you so you can see where I'm at. Hopefully I don't unravel my stitches though. Let's pull that nice and long. I always like to make my working loop nice and long before I try something on. Don't want to unravel my work. So now that I'm getting into the home stretch of the length, I'm starting to consider if I'm going to add buttons or what kind of edging or trim and that sort of thing. I'll come back down now so you can see. I think that this is pretty much the length that I probably want it to be at. So now I'm deciding if I'm going to add buttons all the way down or one button here, or do some sort of lacing and definitely do a little bit of trim on here. But isn't it gorgeous? Really cute, right? So, and worked up very quickly in the double treble rows and single crochet rows. Worked up very, very quickly. Really happy. I'm so happy I put the sleeves on already, because you know I would have started convincing myself to make it a vest otherwise. And this way you have the options of making one with sleeves, one without, making it cropped, making it hip length like I've done here, or making it a longer duster length. You've got all those options to make one or more than one now. This is Be So Sporty yarn in colorway Rainbow Sherbet. And I've got lots of other colors to choose from as well, but the key for me was getting those sleeves done first. If I don't do the sleeves first, I will convince myself not to put them on to be in a rush. I missed a bunch of comments, so sorry. I think I'm going to end the podcast just a couple minutes early this morning so I have time to make it home for in time to join the live stream of videos this morning. So if you're coming to the podcast now and you missed the beginning, there is a new pattern with charts and lots more details for the Santa Bala shawl, and I've got a 4-part video series for it that starts at 10 a.m. which means I have to hightail it home to get back in time to join the live premiere with you. So and then if you're also new to coming in this morning, there are 2 new patterns available that I will have videos for, but in the meantime the patterns are available. These are 2 new 1-ball projects in Be So Sporty Bling yarn, which could also be done in Be So Sporty yarn, but they're 1-ball projects. I made both cowls and wrote both patterns in 24 hours, so I'm not claiming that everybody can do that. I am very quick. But I am saying that they are quick last-minute gifts, so they make great holiday projects, 1-ball projects. This is the Nadia Knit Cowl, which has that gorgeous, gorgeous texture, and it's deceptively easy to do, very easy. And then there is the Rinna crochet cowl, also gorgeous. These are both instant download patterns for $1.99 on my website. So is the Santa Bala, and if you have any questions or need help finding them, just let me know. I'll try to add those links to the video description when I get back to it. If you're watching live, Judy has been very helpful in adding all of those links as we talk live this morning too. This is the sample you'll see me make in the 4-part video series this morning on the Santa Bala shawl. So you'll be able to see it in 4 colors as well as a 1-color version, which really showcases the stitch pattern beautifully. You can join me. That starts in about 38 minutes. Oh yeah, that should give me plenty of time to get home. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the beach, the sound of the waves, all these colors, all of the projects we talked about today, and some of the styling tips as well. Hope you enjoyed chatting with me and everyone else. If you like the podcast, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, the red subscribe button is below. I know we would love to have you be part of the regular community here. We have such an amazing community, amazing moderators, and thank you to Judy for all of the links. I know how much everybody appreciates that. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you at the live premiere in a few minutes, and same time, same place tomorrow. Bye-bye.